Time for tonight's big game. The Utica Comets hosting the Hartford Wolfpack on Purple Heart Military Night. The team becoming the first hockey club to be recognized as a Purple Heart team for its support of the military and its veterans. Comets wearing special jerseys tonight to be auctioned off to benefit the CNY Veterans Outreach Center and other military organizations. Second period, no score. Comets rush up the ice. Jonathan Dolan feeds Zach McEwen in the slot, and he wrists one's bottom right to put Utica on the board and up by one. McEwen has been heating up of late. Hartford scores 3 straight, so the Comets trail 3-1 in the third. They cut into that deficit as Tanner McMaster slides in front to Lucas Jasek, who buries it point blank. It's 3-2 Wolfpack. With 90 seconds to play, Comets desperately searching for the equalizer. Brendan Woods throws it on net. It's stopped. Jonah Gadjevich grabs the rebound and flips it over the pad of Marek Mazanek and in. We are tied. Utica kills off a penalty in OT, and after 5 minutes, we head to a shootout where Dolan goes forehand to backhand for the goal. Comets lead the shootout 1-0. After Ivan Kolbakov stops his second shootout attempt, Michael Carcone comes in to end it. Top shelf, game over, Comets win. Kolbakov stopped both shootout attempts and was phenomenal, making 34 saves. 4-3 the final in an instant classic for Utica. A season it has been so far for the Syracuse Orange. What a season it's been for the Holland Patton Golden Knights in the high school ranks after a comeback victory in the Section 3 Class C championship last week in the Carrier Dome. Ending a 29-year drought, the Holland Patton football team has their sights on a new goal. In a battle of the unbeatens, the Golden Knights will battle against Susquehanna Valley in the Class C regional final on Saturday. This is set to be a great matchup. Holland Patton is ranked 4th in Class C, but the Sabres are ranked 2nd. The Golden Knights took the weekend to celebrate history. Now they're ready for the challenge that lies ahead as they look to make a run at the state championship.
Yeah, they're physical, they're tough, they're quick. It's going to be a team like we haven't seen all year. They score a lot of points, so we have to slow them down when we're on defense. And, our offensive game has to be ready to play like we have been most of the season. So I think if we play our offense, play our defense, we have a good shot. Just focusing on Susquehanna Valley, they run about 4 different offensive sets. So we're trying to get them all in and, just working. They run and pass the ball a lot, so we're working on both defensively.
They're a good team. We know they're a very good team. We've seen them in the state rankings all season long, so we're going to come out and play our game and hopefully come out with a win.
They love to pass. They're pretty quick. They're not quite as big as General Brown, but they're really fast. So we just got to adjust our defense to that. It's pretty high right now. We're real confident that we have a good shot. We feel like if we beat this team, that we could have a shot at states.
The Knights tussle with the Sabres for a spot in the state Final Four on Saturday. Kickoff is at noon at Cicero North Syracuse High School.
Another Holland Patton team made history this past weekend, winning the program's first section championship and advancing to the state tournament for the first time. The Golden Knights topped the Academy of the Holy Names last weekend in the regional final in order to clinch a spot in this weekend's state Final Four. They're 21-1 this year and ranked number 2 in New York State in Class B. The team is set to face number 3 Allegheny Limestone in the semifinals this weekend, the team that won it all in Class C last year. Despite the heavy competition coming up, the Knights are optimistic about their chances.
I know they've got a very strong program. Got some notes on them. They were the Class C state champion last year, so we know what we're going up against, and we know that we've just got to literally go 110% that whole game and just play smart. We got to really capitalize on our games and just play some good soccer. I mean, we're at that top level now, so.
We're very confident because we don't want to be like, if we win, everyone's like, will win. But no, I think we know that we can win states, especially once we made it this far. The more people doubt us makes us even better, and then the more people push us makes us even better. So there's no part of us, like any of us, that are like, oh, if we made it this far, we're like, no, we'll see you Sunday.
The Golden Knights take on the Gators in the state semifinal on Saturday at 12:30 at Cortland High School. The winner moves on to the Class B final on Sunday.
For the Little Falls Mounties, this marks the second time in the last 3 years that they're making an appearance in the state Final Four, last getting there in 2016. Many of the seniors have already gotten a little taste of what it's like to play for a state title because of that. They say that being at this point before can help them see more success this time around. At 19-2-0, Little Falls is ranked number 2 in the state, where they will face number 3 Wheatland Chili on Saturday.
Yeah, actually we played them early in the season.
Okay.
We played them once this season. Didn't go in our favor, but we did went and scouted them in their regional game. And they're a very good team. They're the Class D state champions for 2 years in a row, so they got the experience also, and they have the talent. But we feel we can play with them, and we're just going to go out there, play our best, play our game, and hopefully we can get a victory.
The first time we played them, I don't think we were aggressive. We were learning to play as a team. It was towards the beginning of the season, and now we're more ready. We'll definitely step it up.
We learned that they have a fast. I think she's a mid or a forward, so definitely have to keep an eye out for her. They're aggressive, but we're aggressive too, so I think we're pretty evenly matched as far as aggressiveness. But we also didn't have some of our key players, so that'll make a difference. I think we'll stay with them in the game.
The Mounties and Wildcats square off in the Class C state semifinal tomorrow. Game time for that one is at 5:30 p.m. at Cortland High School, with the winner playing for the state title on Sunday. That'll do it for the extended opening drive here on Sports Express. Coming up after the break, we will introduce our latest athlete of the week who scored the biggest goal in her team's history.
If you want to join the conversation on Twitter, use hashtag SportsExpress. This is Sports Express Athlete of the Week, brought to you by Scalzo, Zogby and Wittig, Raymore and Flanagan, and Martin Harding and Mazzotti.
Welcome back to Sports Express. It's time now to unveil our Athlete of the Week. She's about as clutch as you can get, and because of that, she led her team to history. Let's meet her now. Maitli Lupia Ionis of the Holland Patton girls soccer team scored a goal in triple overtime against Academy of Holy Names to send the Golden Knights to the state semifinals for the first time ever. Considering herself more of a defender, she still has just under 20 points this year in 22 games played. Pretty good offensively, if you ask me. She has been an integral part of her team's historical run this season, and that all came to a head when her late-game heroics kept their season alive.
It was amazing. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, oh my gosh, I scored that? And then everyone came running in and everyone was crying. It was the best feeling ever. I just like staying positive. I don't like when there's talk between our teams or other teams. And I like everyone just having fun and smiling the whole entire time. I like passing the ball. I don't like being selfish. I like trying to make plays. I look for the best option, and if it's not there, I just pass it back, and we're going to restart the whole entire thing.
She brings a lot to the table. I can play her on defense. She does a really phenomenal job in the midfield. I can play her literally at any position. She really knows how to attack the ball. She really knows how to see the lanes, and she's very valuable literally on every position. Her field vision is outstanding. She's got great footwork. She's got a great shot. I tell her to shoot more. But yeah, she's just got everything.
All right, if you know of a high school athlete who deserves to be Athlete of the Week, there's our contact info. Give us some stats and a story, and we'll give you a shot. All featured athletes will receive a plaque courtesy of CNY Awards and Apparel. That's it for the second period here on the Express. After the break, we will look ahead to tomorrow's busy slate of games. Be right back.
For final scores and video highlights from tonight's games, log on to WKTV.com. This is Sports Express, brought to you by Scalzo, Zogby and Wittig, Raymore and Flanagan, and Martin Harding and Mazzotti.
Welcome back aboard the Express. We're nearly out of time here for the night, but before we go, let's refresh you on what you can expect to see tomorrow. After winning its first section title in 29 years last week, the Holland Patton football team takes on Susquehanna Valley in the Class C regional final at noon. That game is at Cicero North Syracuse High School. Then in girls soccer, the state semifinals take place at Cortland High School, where Holland Patton faces Allegheny Limestone in Class B at 12:30, before Little Falls squares off with Wheatland Chili in Class C. That one is at 5:30, so we'll have all those for you tomorrow. Well, big night for the Comets tonight. Big night for the Syracuse Orange tonight. Let's see if our high school teams can follow suit tomorrow. We certainly hope so. That's it for us. We'll see you back here next Friday night for another edition of Sports Express.
This has been Sports Express, brought to you by Scalzo, Zogby and Wittig, Raymore and Flanagan, and Martin Harding and